There's his Steve Ella. And it's Wigan's ball. Nick DeToy gets the ball out. Gives it to Gary Henley-Smith. He hesitates, throws it back inside. Steve Ella. Wigan still with it. DeToy. DeToy brought down. Clean slate, says referee. Holdsworth. DeToy plays. Steve Ella throws a dummy. Sees the gap, pushes the man off. Through another gap. He's over. A super try. Gives to Ken Kelly. Ken Kelly moves it right to Paul Cullen. Paul Cullen puts in a bomb. He looks too far for me. Taken well by Colin Whitfield. And he beats two men, three men. Whitfield with it. Moves it inside to Ella. Ella's got the speed. Is he covered? He beats Thackeray. And this looks like a great, great try. And it's a superb try. And there is a match-winning try. If ever I saw one in rugby league football. What a distance. What a...
Sunday the September the 4th 1988, Bellevue Ground, Wakefield, where today Trinity are taking on Wigan in the Stones Bitter Championship League match. Trinity back into the First Division and having had a good start to the season, having beaten Warrington last week, and Wigan having beaten a Second Division team last week, Oldham. Could well be a closely fought contest this afternoon. The skies are now overcast and there's a brisk breeze blowing from right to left as we wait for Wigan to come out and take the field. The ground looking in excellent condition, and the teams for this afternoon are, for Trinity, number 1 Russell, number 2 Rotherforth, number 3 Eden, number 4 Mason, number 5 Fox. At number 6 is Ella, who gave the Wigan spectators so many thrills while he was playing at Central Park. Partnered by Conway, Mark Conway at number 7. 2 Conways on the Trinity team. Rain is at 8, Billy Conway at 9, Glancy at 10, Graham at 11, Kelly at 12, Bell at 13, and the substitutes 14 Sheldon and 15 Malinder. The Wigan team this afternoon showing a number of changes. At number 1 Hampson, on the wing Gerard Byrne at number 2, Lydon at 3, Bell at 4, and Preston coming in at 5. The Wigan halfbacks Sean Edwards at 6, Andy Gregory at 7. And the Wigan front row, 8 Lucas, 9 Kiss, and a bit of a surprise at number 10 Shelford, who was thought to be injured, 11 Betts, 12 Wayne, 13 Goodway. The Wigan substitutes Gill, who was also very doubtful in the early part of the week, and at number 15 is Gildart. And the referee for this afternoon, one of the Rugby League's leading referees, John Holdsworth of Kippax. Some big lads in this Trinity pack. 2 very tall players. Andy Kelly at number 12, tall, rangy forward. And Trinity, having won the toss, mean that Wigan will kick off from right to left. Andy Gregory then, in the centre of the field, ready to start this game. Gregory, after his successful tour, playing his first league match. A switch of direction, taken by Edwards, bangs it out towards the Trinity left wing. Trinity now going to have to battle the way out as Wigan forwards come in hard. Trinity now in their own 25, 10 yards out from their own line, coming in hard. Good strong clearing run by the forwards, bringing the ball away well. Acting halfback, running cross field, very little ground gained. And they're coming driving in hard. They cleared it well, 10 yards outside the 25. As Conway goes to acting halfback, flings it back. Difficult one, it's hoisted high in the air. Hampson's underneath it, takes it well. Trinity followed up very, very quickly indeed. Formed the wall of defence there. They followed that kick extremely well. Now Wigan running it out from acting halfback. Jared Byrne coming in from the wing. Andy Gregory waiting first pass. Gregory hands it on to Edwards. Edwards making a break down the middle. Against 10 yards of ground before he's put down. Kiss waiting for the play of the ball. Kiss out to Gregory. Gregory holding it, dummying it, turning it back inside. On to Goodway. Goodway on to Lucas. Lucas running cross field. And the Trinity defence has had time to get into the Wigan line. And Wigan being pushed across field. Little stab kick by Joe Lydon. Beautiful kick. Bounces just a yard in play and 5 yards from the try line. So Trinity push back, but it will be Trinity to feed and Trinity with the loose head. Pack wheeling over towards the centre of the field. Referee sending them back out. Further away from the try line as Conway comes over. Conway feeds, it's stuck in the pack, comes out to Conway, and the referee's given Wigan a penalty for an offence in the scrum, said it was being handed out. This should be an easy kick, and Edwards decides he's not going to kick for goal. Yes. Wigan wanting to put it on the attack, bit of doubt, kicks it straight into touch. On to Gregory. Gregory doing the run around. Switched inside by Shelford. Wigan players moving and crossing and twisting all over the place. But Trinity held them as it comes out to Gregory as Edwards with him. A long one. Betts couldn't take it cleanly. Knocked it on, and so we scrum down. Long wild pass from Andy Gregory. Went astray. Conway, second scrum. First one finished up in a penalty. Conway to feed. Shoots straight out to Conway. Goes round the narrow side. Gregory chases him. Slides him over towards the touchline. Little niggle going on in the forwards as Gregory's in quickly to tackle, helped by Betts. Conway waiting for the play of the ball on the 25 line. And once again it's tight in the forwards. As glance is taken. Conway moving it across the field. Ella gets it passing. Graham moves the ball out well. Good break by Trinity as they go turning down the far wing. Wigan having to backpedal as it goes out to Fox. And Wigan have had time to cover. That was a good break by Trinity. Set up by Graham. Now on the halfway line. Trinity moving it out. Bit thin out on this right wing. And all they've done is go across as it comes on to Eden. Eden dies with it. Comes on the narrow side of the field. Ella being held and he's lost ground as Gregory, ever so eager, says that's the last tackle as he takes him. And Gregory full of fire. Ball loose. Gregory went in with terrific determination into several tackles in these opening minutes. Game sagging a bit as we wait for it to get cracking after they roll over as Kiss hands it on to Shelford. Shelford taking them on, puts his shoulder in, and they hurl him back. Determination by Rain as he came in. And Conway. Wigan doing a dummy run, switch back. Lucas coming in hard and Lucas takes them with him. Showed a lot of strength then as he eventually had to go down underneath Rain. Shelford wanting it on the bust. Shelford coming in hard, his legs are taken from under him. Gregory now for first pass. Gregory onto Edwards. Edwards trying to come back down the middle. Lips it onto Kiss. Kiss gets it out. Wayne's dropped it. And it's been snapped up by Rutherford. Glancy waiting behind to play the ball. Glancy drops the ball in the tackle. Referee says it went back. Onto Ella. Ella moving it across field. Onto the big second row Kelly. It's easily put down. And Wigan player been penalised and somebody else opened his mouth. So it's another penalty, 10 yards inside the Wigan half. Steve Ella coming up to take it. Holdsworth right on top of this game at the moment as Ella comes up to kick for touch. It's hard and tough at the moment, and that's a good kick by Ella. Finds it 5 yards outside the Wigan 22-metre line. Conway, short pass forwards, playing it tight at the moment, trying to drag the Wigan defence in. On to Graham. Graham coming hard and straight, and he's taking some putting down. Big, powerful forward. Adding a lot of power to this team as Conway does the run around. And there's a big overlap on the wing as Trinity come over the 25, going out to the side. And eventually it's Hampson who comes in to stop the movement. Played back to Mason, on to Ella. Ella dancing and jinking his way, and Ella's going for the line, and Ella's in! Proving so elusive, and he splits the Wigan defence wide open. And that's a great try by Ella. The first time they come inside the Wigan 25. 7 minutes gone, he danced his way through and Wigan couldn't lay a finger on him. Well, that should put great heart into this Trinity side. They made a great start to the season, having beaten Warrington. No terracing down at that end of the ground. Wigan know they've got a game on their hands. Last time they're here they ran in 70 odd points, but the coin's been turned over today. Ella stabs at it, looks a good one, and it's over right in the middle. Wakefield 6, Wigan 0. Wigan to kick off again with 10 minutes gone, and a lot of power in this Wakefield pack. Edwards once again out towards the left wing, but taken in the in-goal area. Wakefield coming away from their own line, coming strongly. Naturally, Wakefield playing it very safe and secure and tight at the moment. Now they're moving the ball along the 25 line. Lovely break by the forward, coming in hard, backs of support, and Wigan are ripped wide open again as it's been intercepted. A lob pass comes out to the left and Preston is there to intercept it. Hampson behind to play the ball, holds it tight, giving his team time to regroup as Wayne comes up to act in half-back. Wayne trying to come through, is down. A lot of fire in this Wakefield pack as it goes out to Gregory. Gregory, little overhead kick, covered by Rain, ball still loose, and it's beautifully taken by Russell at full-back. Very bravely taken. Gregory calls for the trainer. Russell went down very bravely as Gregory was taking that on, and he may have got a boot in the head. Wakefield not at all abashed or deterred on the return to the First Division, full of confidence, full of fire, full of vigour. Split Wigan cleanly again down the middle, and only a wild pass at the last minute which was intercepted by Preston caused the move to break down, and Wigan were in a lot of trouble. Referee wanting somebody else to play the ball, and it's going to be Billy Conway to play it to Ella. Ella trying to take it through from acting half-back, doesn't get very far. Billy Conway sends a short one once again. big forwards taking Wigan on. Conway, strong running by Glancy, takes it over the halfway line. Comes out to the scrum half, moves it on to Ella. Ella kicks, it's been knocked down. Rolling easily for Hampson, who picks it up cleanly, running to the touchline. And he's well tattled, good and hard round the hips. Wanting a quick play, but a bit of hanging on. And a bit of trampling. It comes to Shelford. Shelford taken well by Conway. And buried as Kelly as well comes into the tattle. Kiss. Slow behind the play the ball. On to Lucas, and Wigan not looking at all well organised at the moment. Out to Gregory. Gregory on to Edwards. Edwards bringing Bell inside. Bell trying to come back down the middle. On to Goodway. Wigan moving it now to the right wing. On to Byrne. Byrne streaking down the wing. Coming away from the touchline. Gets the ball inside. On to Edwards. The referee's bringing them back for a forward pass. But that was good into passing, and Wigan attacked well down the right wing. Byrne did extremely well to keep away from the touchline, then turned the ball back inside. Referee gave a forward pass. So it could well be that Trinity regained possession. Then, referee not happy with the way it's come out. Got to go in again. In it goes once more. Backs out to Gregory. Gregory breaking round the narrow side. Elusive running by Gregory. Takes it up the 25. Powerful running by Gregory. Tremendous determination and strength. And a penalty to Wigan for not getting off him at the play of the ball. Well, Gregory said he was tired last week. He's showing no signs of it this week. He didn't play. Weary after his tour. Joe Lydon going to kick for goal. Trinity leading by 6 points to nil. 14 minutes gone as Joe Lydon tries to get Wigan's first points. This is a fiercely fought contest so far. The forwards trying to sort each other out to get supremacy. Lydon about 8 yards in from the right-hand touchline. Stabs at it. And it's not a very good effort. Wigan following up quickly. Comes to Ella. Ella trying to dance his way through. And it nearly brought a try. Way off the target, but nearly got Wigan a try. As Preston moved in quickly. Nearly all the play been in and around the Trinity 25, but they have 6 points on the board. There's a swung round and down on their own 25. Conway moving it across. A long one from Graham. Wild one, it's split Wigan open again down the far wing. And Wigan have fallen over their own player. The wingman going for the long, turns it inside, and it's going to be another try. Well, that was a lovely try to Trinity. Set up again by Graham. Flung the long pass out to the left wing. Wigan trying to cover. Players collided. One went down. And that's the ball. And Fox inside. Took the inside pass well to go in on the... Ella with it on the 10-yard mark. Absolutely straight kick. No mistake, 12 points to nil. And Wakefield well worthy of this early lead. Gaps in defence down the centre of the field in Wigan's defence. And this time it's Joe Lydon to restart. Didn't seem to put a lot of effort into it, but he reaches the try line. And Wakefield must be feeling very full of confidence now with this good lead so early on. Coming up Wigan down the centre of the field. Bell goes tearing in. And they're quite happy to play Wigan in the forwards. And it's paying dividends. Long pass from Rain, goes out to the left. And they're attacking again down that wing. And Wigan looking very vulnerable down the right wing. Trinity then on the halfway line, now moving the ball, spraying it about as Glancy could decide he's going to go down the middle, and he's put down in the fifth tattle. Conway, the scrum half, Conway puts a good kick in behind the Wigan defence, rolls into touch inside the Wigan 25. This is only the third time they've been inside the Wigan 25 and twice they've scored, but now it should be Wigan to feed. Wigan with the double advantage at this scrum. As Gregory ambles round, bit of heaving and thrutching going on in the forwards, and Trinity won it against the head. Scrum half trying to shove his way through the forwards. Bell going hard for the line, and Wigan having a job holding them out. There's Wakefield coming well onto the ball. Bit of a wasted tattle that time. But Wakefield in a good strong attacking position, and the ball's been dropped and been snapped up by Wigan. Looking in a lot of trouble then, Wigan. Now they're back on their own try line as Lydon comes over, sends a short pass to Lucas, and Lucas doing the brute force stuff. Gains a couple of yards. Out to Sheldon. Sheldon puts his shoulder in, grovels his way forward. Now it's Goodway. Goodway trying to bring it through from the play of the ball. And he's let the ball go, and Wigan have lost possession. Not very clever stuff by Goodway. Back to Rutherford. Rutherford going for the line. Conway. To long one to Ella. Ella moving it across the line to Graham. And Graham's beautifully tattled and crunched down. Inside the Wigan 25. Conway dummying. Long pass out. Wigan come inside and hold them up. Comes to Graham. Graham holding it. Graham trying to come through, and Wigan take him again. He can't get shut of the ball. Referee says that's 5 tattles gone. As Ella tries a drop goal, and it's there. Another point on the board. Trinity 13, Wigan 0.
Drop goal to Wakefield Trinity, Trinity of the boot of Steve Ella.
13 points to 0, and Trinity, good value for that lead. Trapped and safe. And Trinity still coming. Poor tackling by Wigan. And good running by Trinity. Wigan failing to put the man down there. That's a good low tattle. Wakefield onto Ella. Ella moving it across onto Glancy. Glancy's arms are smothered, but it's taken 3 players to hang on to him. Conway, referee, seen the knock on. Tried to get it out before he had hold of it. Trinity had a lot of possession and used it well. Hung on to the ball. Very few errors. Now quickly out to Gregory. Gregory out to Edwards, standing still to Bell. Bell dumming with it, goes back inside, being followed by Ella. Bell still on his feet, but he has to go down eventually. As Kiss comes over, Kiss to Shelf, Switch had been intercepted by Conway. Edwards chasing him, gets his pass in, and it's going to be another try. And this is a massacre as Eden goes over. Bad play by Wigan. Alertness, confidence and determination by Trinity make it now 16 points to 0 halfway through this first half.
The Wakefield Trinity try scorer, number 3, Phil Eden.
Wigan were very disorganised around the play of the ball there, and they paid the penalty. And it looks as if Eden is hurt. He's going off for attention, having scored the try. Well, we thought that Trinity would give Wigan a game, but never thought they'd be running away with it. Absolutely rampant. Seeming to split Wigan open at will. Ella stabs at it, and it's just wide. 20 minutes gone, halfway through this first half. Wakefield 17, Wigan 0.
Wakefield Trinity substitution. Number 14, Ian Sheldon, comes on to replace number 3, Phil Eden.
And Eden got hurt in scoring that try, and he's been replaced by Sheldon. Awkward bouncing ball. Trinity back in their own 25 again, but it won't worry them. They've shown that they can surge down the field from here. Forwards coming hard on the burst. Wigan not showing much in the forwards in the attacking play. They're looking very pedestrian. And in defence, Trinity making yards of ground. The ball's flung back. Charge down. Comes to Gregory. Referee says play on as Gregory swung round. Referee said it had been touched. Kiss, moving it across. Bell onto Hampson. Hampson being taken man and ball by Rutherford. As he received the ball, he was being tackled, and a penalty for Rutherford, throwing him down to the ground again. Lydon to kick for touch down the Wakefield right wing. A high ball, a high long ball, finds it 5 yards outside the 25. Kiss coming up. Goodway with him. Goodway coming quickly. Goes down to a tackle by Alan Rutherford. Kiss. Lucas wanting it. Playing pedestrian football. Puts his shoulder in. Ploughs his way forward. Kiss to Gregory. To Edwards. Back to Gregory. On to Betts. Betts trying to crash his way through. He's flung back. And he's lost the ball. Wakefield forwards right on top as Conway sends a very short pass, and the referee said it was forward. And Wigan just don't seem to be able to get into this game at all. Lucas buckling a bit as the ball goes in the pack out to Gregory, to Edwards. Edwards doing the run around, and he's been codded by Lydon, and Lydon well tackled, but it was a good move between Edwards and Lydon. Edwards now from acting half back. Gets a short one onto Wayne. Wayne dragging them with him, going strongly. He bundled over 10 yards short of the line. Now Wigan are on the attack. Wakefield coming out very quickly as Wigan are lobbing the ball. Gregory being forced back the other way. Managed to get his pass in onto Wigan forward, trying to crash the way through again. But Wigan were forced to turn it back inside, funneled back. Comes out to Gregory, to Edwards. Edwards back to Gregory. Gregory took bets and he's dropped it. Wakefield onto it quickly as Rutherford running it out from acting half-back. Bell coming through from acting half-back, gains a good 10 yards of ground. Billy Conway to Mark Conway. He moves it across the line. Graham gets the line moving again with long wide passes. Turn back inside and we're going to split open again. And looking faster than Wigan as there's a chase for the line. And the ball bounces awkwardly and into touch. But once again, Wakefield side through the Wigan defence and we're going to push back to 5 yards from their own line. Pack wheeling all over the place. Wigan front row having a job getting the heads in. They break up and move out to the 10-yard line. Out to Trinity, scrum half trying to go for the line and he's held just short. Wakefield with a lot of possession. Now trying to crash the way over and Wigan wait for them. Have a job holding them. The scrum half comes over, switches direction. And a short pass, and Wigan hurl and snatch them out of the air. Wakefield throwing all they've got at the Wigan line now. Long wide pass goes astray. Turning back inside goes Bell. Bell still on his feet. Wigan push the Trinity back. Now it comes on to Conway. Conway's turning it back inside. 5 tackles gone, says the referee, as Hooker Conway comes up. Long one to Ella trying another drop goal. It's been charged down. Referee says play on. And it's back to 1. And Rutherford running through from behind to play the ball. Snatched by Lucas. Conway to Graham. Graham going for the line. Russell behind the play of the ball to Conway, to scrum half Conway. Switches it on to Glancy, the big gap. Glancy goes for the line. And he was nearly over again. Conway moving it across the field, a long lob pass. And it's gone to him, slips it on onto Graham. Graham gets his pass in and Wigan fighting on their own try line. Referee says 5 tackles have gone right on the Wigan line. Ella. Long pass, split Wigan open. Rains pass has gone astray. Wigan have knocked on and referee disallows the try, says the ball has gone forward. Very fortunate for Wigan that, as they drop the ball on their own try line. Referee says it was the 6th tackle, so it's a rollover and Wigan bringing the ball away. Gregory waiting, attacked in half-back to Shelford. Shelford being held and forced down by the forwards. On to Lucas. And Lucas is picked up and bounced down. Good tackling by the Trinity hooker. Kiss, long one to Gregory. Gregory holding it. Throws a wild pass, has been intercepted and Wigan get it back. Get it out to Byrne. Wigan living dangerously inside their own 10-yard area. Gregory puts in a long-ranging kick. And that's an extremely good kick by Gregory. Wigan were in all sorts of trouble then. They were making mistakes, they couldn't make ground. And then Gregory from 10 yards from his own try line finds touch 10 yards inside the Wakefield half. But there's no doubt about it, Wakefield are well on top at the moment. Half an hour gone, Wakefield leading by 17 points to 0. Bell has gone scrum half. Referee having a word with the pack, wanting a tunnel for him. Bell, it's out, coming out to Wigan, to Gregory, to Edwards. Edwards does a little kick. Bring Hampson. Hampson trying to go down the middle. Good run by Hampson, but eventually as the pack breaks up, he disappears underneath it and he's lost the ball. The referee says it's been knocked on. and it will be Wigan's put in. Gregory feeds, gets it out. Gregory, no, the referee said got to go in again, didn't come out at the back. And Lucas is noticeably buckling against Rain. And they won it against the head. Gregory round quickly. Gregory appealing to the referee. Goodway chases his man across the field. Wigan looking very hesitant as they stand and watch Wakefield dancing about. Referee signalling that 5 tattles have gone as Hooker Conway comes up, flings the ball back for the kick. Going to go straight into touch, so it'll be Wigan to play the ball. Kicked dead it straight into touch on the 6th tattle. Gregory to Shelford. Shelford running at them. Lets the ball go. Wigan lucky still to have it as they try to make the break onto Edwards. Edwards dancing his way. Throws the ball back. And Betts this time manages to take it. But Wigan are just throwing the ball about with no coordination or purpose. Brought back inside onto Bell. Bell beats one. Bell going for the line. And he's followed and put down from behind. Edwards holding it. Dumming with it. Turns it back onto Gregory. Gregory going cross field. It's skull dragged by Graham. Long pass comes out onto Bell. Bell holding it to Dumming to go inside. Gets out of one tattle, still on his feet. Ella hangs on to him. Goodway coming up to the play the ball. Goodway to Edwards. Edwards back out onto Betts. Betts Dumming trying to go through. And there's no way for him. He's put down in the 5th tattle. And nobody seemed to know what had happened. And he's broken through. The referee's bringing them back. Referee's bringing them back. As Sheldon went through. Referee going to have a word with the referee. Wigan had been tattled, and when they got up, Trinity played the ball. Touch judge hadn't signalled anything, and it's a penalty. Said the ball hadn't been played properly. Gregory questioning it most vehemently.
Under the clubhouse by the players' entrance.
And Ella makes no mistake with that one. 32 minutes gone. Trinity now hard in the forwards as Rain tries to make ground. Hooker Conway. Short one onto Glancy. Scrum half Conway. Dummying with it. Gets it onto the full back who's linked up. Onto Russell. Little kick through has been knocked down. Ball's been dropped again. Referee, I don't know how he spotted that knock on. He did very well to see it. Wigan to feed. And Wakefield trying everything in the book now. With 17 points on the board, they can afford to. Quickly out to Wigan. Edwards. And he gets out of a tattle. He has support. Comes inside. And he's caught. Gap appeared because Wakefield were well up as Shelford now goes tearing at them. Now it's Lucas's turn. Edwards up attacked in half back onto Shelford, and Wigan playing brute force and ignorance football at the moment as they go bashing the way, barging and bullocking into the defence. Edwards holding it. Wigan doing the switch. Wigan going for the line, trying to dance away through, and well, did nice into passing there, but eventually it was snuffed out as Edwards holding it, puts a little overhead kick. Players are under it, the ball's loose, and Hampson's over. Hampson so good at snatching a ball out of the air. Wigan obviously knew that that move was coming off as Edwards put the kick in, and Hampson so good at snatching this high ball. Goes over for Wigan's first points after 35 minutes play. Comes up, stabs that in, it goes right across the face of the post. Wakefield player flat out in the in-goal area, got hurt in that jumping session for the Edwards high kick through. Trinity 17, Wigan 4. Trinity back to full strength as Mark Conway prepares to kick off. Ella has moved into the centre, into the right centre position. Conway has gone to stand off and Bell's gone to scrum half. There's a high one, comes to Gregory. Gregory bringing it inside. Betts running into a brick wall on his own 25. Kiss to Gregory. Gregory, little overhead kick. He's the first up there. And he falls on it, but he's lost it. And it's been snatched up by Bell. Bell running it out. Wigan have moved up in time to smother it. Wakefield now inside the Wigan half. On to Glancy. Glancy's nearly through. His feet are taken from under him from behind by Edwards. And he's not getting up. He must have fallen on the ball. He went down. He looking winded. Wigan finding it difficult to crack this Wakefield defence. Gregory regularly trying the little kick through and not quite coming off. He was there then, he was in the right place, but he couldn't regain possession. It squirted away from him. Head going back as he gets the salvo laterally. Referee wanting somebody else to play the ball. Played back to Rain, on to Conway. Conway to Graham. Graham trying to go through. Managed to get his pass back in. Goes on to Rain. Rain coming into the middle. Runs into trouble. Runs to a solid defence and eventually has to go down. Out to Conway. Conway doing the run around. Goes out onto Graham. Graham trying to make a break. Watched carefully by Sheldon. Referee says that's the fifth tackle. As it's flung back to Ella. Ella again tries a drop goal. And it's going wide and dead. Tap from the Wigan 25. Just a few minutes to go to half time. Referee holding up play. There's two balls on the field. Short one on to Lucas. Lucas goes crashing in. On to Betts. Betts has lost the ball again. And Conway has it. Betts not having a good game in handling the ball as Rain does a switch. Game a bit bogged down at the moment as we come right up to half time. Comes out to Conway. Conway a long one across to Ella. Ella picks it up well and he's dumped down unceremoniously by Dean Bell. Back to Nigel Bell. Nigel Bell running through. Taken by Lucas. Ella waiting behind to play the ball. Ella a long pass across the field. And the ball's gone loose. Wigan fly kick it through. Gregory's up there. Snatches it. Looking for support. Long pass to Preston. Bounces away from him and kicked into touch by Wakefield. Glancy covering across well. Gregory, quick on the loose ball, flung it out to Preston, but all he could do was hack at it. And so it will be Gregory to feed. Chain out to Gregory. Gregory to Edwards. Edwards looking for Preston. Preston trying to get through. Gets away from the tackle, going for the line. Lobs a pass which had been intercepted. He gets it back. Preston going on his own down the wing. The referee can't see what he's signalling. Given a scrum down, he must have lost the ball as he was going down. Well into injury time now in this first half as Conway comes over to feed. Bell comes over to feed. Bell puts it in, wheeling all over the place. Bell goes round the narrow side, followed by Goodway. Trying to push him over the touchline, but down he goes with the ball. Wakefield trying to battle the way out of the 25. Forwards grafting hard. And there goes the hooter for the end of a very entertaining first half. One of which Wakefield will be justifiably proud. And one would love to be a fly on the wall when Graham Lowe gets at this Wigan team and tries to sort out the defence and get some fire into them as they go in. 17 points to 4 down. Wakefield side, Malinder,
Number 11
fifth.
is number 14, Henderson Gill.
And Betts has been brought off. They've been having a bit of a nightmare of a first half. Betts has been brought off. Gill has come on to the right wing. In the Wakefield team, Glancy's come off and Malinder, number 15, has come on. Be interesting to see what the Wigan line-out will be when they come to pack down. We brought a forward off and brought a wingman on. And it will be number 7 Conway to kick off. Away we go in this second half. It's an awkward one along the ground. Gregory throws a long one inside. Goodway running wide and making himself an easy target for tackling. Wigan indecisive behind the play of the ball. The Stu was going to take it. And it looks as if Byrne has come up into the forwards and he's having a run from acting half-back. Kiss coming over. Gregory turning and twisting, nobody with him. And Wigan certainly not organised at the moment. As Gill decides he's going to go to half-back, he's running across the field, tries to come down the centre, no way through at all. And Wigan's line-out is very sloppy as Edwards throws it back for Lydon. Lydon hoists a very high, deep ball. Bounces for Rutherford. 3 Wigan players up there and Rutherford is down. Acting half-back, gaining precious yards of ground before he's met by the Wigan forwards. And strong running again. It looks like Malinder who's come on. And it's been one forward after another. 5 tackles have brought it nearly up to the halfway line. Flung back for the kick. Ella, Oyster high, awkward one. Hampson takes it well, running it out, there's plenty of cover. He's down by Mason. Gale waiting behind the play the ball. Gale, of course, loves running it out, likes to go acting half-back. They followed him across and downed him. To Gregory. Gregory holding it, short one onto Shelford. Gregory going through on his own. Long lob pass out onto Preston, taking as he's receiving the ball. Inside to Gregory. Gregory puts a kick in behind the defence. Decides to play him in there, 25. Russell traps it. And Russell has his feet taken from under him. And Wigan penalised for offside at the play of the ball. Ella to kick for touch. Makes no mistake with it, pushes Wigan back into their own half. And here come the forwards again. Wigan holding them at the moment as they play one man at a time rugby. On to Graham. Graham going inside, his arms are locked, he can't get rid of the ball. Conway behind the play the ball onto scrum half Conway, who sends a long one to Ella. Ella going back in the middle, runs into three cherry and white jerseys. He's lost the ball, Edwards has it. Wigan turning defence into attack. Gregory's locked, taking man and ball as it was well spotted by Rutherford. Wigan trying to go down the middle. Goodway gets a pass in onto Edwards, bit of an infirmary pass. Kiss. Wigan not moving on to it. Now they're breaking the break as Lucas goes down. Lucas gets up again, hanging on to him. And Wigan looked very weary and disorganised for a moment there. It comes to Gregory. Gregory holding it. Back on, Wigan have knocked on, making terrible mistakes. Trinity happy to keep it tight, stitch it up. Malinder going through. Hanging on to what they've got, to 17 points to 4 lead. Trouble arising. Graham decides he's going to come down the middle. Bell going through from acting half-back. Good run by Bell. He's gone to scrum half from loose forward. Wakefield fighting all the time. 5 tackles gone. Take it inside the Wigan 25. And Shelford's looking very, very weary as Ella puts an awkward kick in. Preston has it! He has a run! He's beaten one! Rounds the full back! Oh, tremendous run by Preston! He's going to score from one end of the field to the other! A terrific try by Preston. Showed a tremendous turn of speed. Ella put a grubber kick in for the corner. And it bounced right for Preston. It was a bit awkward, but he took it well. There was plenty of defenders between him and the line, and he scorched down the touchline. Wigan could well be making another substitution. We might have Betts coming back on. Shelford's looking very tired. And it's over. Good kick by Lydon. 7 points in it now. 17 points to 10. And we have a game on our hands now in this second half. About 8 minutes gone. Wigan through a highly individualistic effort. And Wigan are bringing Shelford off. And bringing Betts back on. So Wigan got a very funny pack with Byrne in the pack and Betts being brought back on. Referee stops the clock. Shelford goes off. And Gildart comes on. It's Gildart who's coming on. Deep into the Wigan 25. Gregory takes it cleanly, brings it inside. Goodway running wide. Gets his pass in, Wigan making the break. As Byrne comes away, does well to hang on to it, he wasn't properly hold of it. Kiss, a short one onto Gildart, who's just been with the schoolboys down in Australia. Kiss to Edwards. Edwards, little overhead kick. He's up there, takes possession, Edwards is through, he has support. Wigan streaking for the line. Has Goodway got the speed? And Wigan are over. Well, that was well set up by Edwards. And Wigan are right back in it. Lovely little overhead kick for Edwards. Snapped it up smartly. Well backed up by Goodway. And Goodway makes it now. Wigan 14, Trinity 17. Kick, stabs at it, and it's over. There's 1 point in it. Wakefield 17, Wigan 16. Well, Graham Lowe seems to have said the right things at half-time, and this army of cherry and white supporters rising to the team now, cheering them on wildly. At Trinity come back up to restart the game. Wigan machine, I wouldn't say in top gear yet, but it's certainly upset Trinity in this second half. Taken cleanly. Wigan now driving towards the 25 line. Kiss is there behind the play of the ball as ever. Now Kiss decides he's going to hang on to it, try and bring it away. Gains his 10 yards of ground. Comes to Gregory, Gregory holding it, onto Lucas, Lucas still going, powerful running by Lucas. Now the strength of the Wigan team beginning to tell a little bit, as Edwards has a little run, gets it out to Gregory, Gregory breaking down the middle, flicks it back inside, Wigan still have it, as they tear over the halfway line, little bit fortunate still to have possession, but Wigan getting a little more confidence now as they brought Gill into the centre, Gill going across field, turning, and Wigan have knocked on. Gill tried to get it back to Gregory. On his fingertips, he couldn't hang on to it. Now Wigan beginning to turn on the style a little bit and the speed. As Bell comes over to feed. Feeds out at the side of the scrum. Gregory's penalised for offside. Round the scrum too quickly for Mr. Holdsworth's liking. Bit of bother going on in the front row. Haller to kick for touch down the Wigan left wing. 10 yards inside his own half. Good kick. Halfway between the halfway line and the Wigan 25. Trinity coming up, and now they're being urged on by their support. And now they're going back to the barging, bullocking tactics. They scored tries with good football, but once again it's rain. One forward at a time at the moment. Out to Graham. Graham trying to go through. Gets his pass in. And Wigan did lucky to stop that. It was a good move by Graham. In quickly. Come out onto Bell. Bell trying to go through. Wigan hold him, lock his arms, and he can't get shot. But they're 10 yards out now, turning the heat on. And the ball's gone loose, and Wigan have it. 5 yards out from their own line. Fighting for every inch of ground. Wigan forwards trying to fight the way up to the 25 line. Kiss pushing people off so he can get in position. And Kiss making the break. Still taking them with him. That's a good 10 yards. A good 10, 12 yards gained there by Kiss. Inside to Edwards. Edwards to Gregory. Gregory trying to break through. Still going. 5 tattles gone as Joe Lydon comes over. It's flung to Lydon. And straight into touch, so it's going to be the rollover. He's been better belting it right down the field. Instead of giving Wakefield possession again inside the Wigan half. Malinder plays it back. Dull pedestrian stuff. On to Conway. Conway turning it back inside. Sheldon caught in possession. Hooker Conway waiting for the play of the ball. Graham. Graham trying to make a break and he's going well, but he couldn't get rid of the ball. Slow getting up, hurting the tattle. Referee having a word with Wigan, saying them to keep their mouths shut. Big, tall, rangy forward Graham. Put a couple of very telling passes in the first half, which caused Wigan untold trouble. Referee wanting someone else to play the ball. Bell comes up, plays it back to the hooker Conway. He was easily taken out of the game. Conway, the scrum half, doing the run around, sent a long wide pass. They come back inside. Ball handed on, they're keeping it moving well as it goes out onto Mason. Mason going for the line, gets his pass in and Trinity are into the corner. Well, they caught Wigan napping there. So they've come. And Ella goes in at the corner after nice play by scrum half Conway. Trinity 21, Wigan 16. About 14 minutes gone in this second half. There might be a bit of time for stoppages. Wigan having a bit of a conference. Graham back on his feet. Long kick for Ella. Stabs at it, that's going to be short. Nowhere near the mark at all, no power in it. Wigan, a converted try behind. Trinity 17, 21, Trinity 21, Wigan 16. Joe Lydon. And I suppose that basically came from Wigan kicking straight into touch on the full. And Trinity had 6 play the balls. That's a hard long one up to the try line. Wigan defence moves up and hold them 10 yards out from the try line. Once again we have the sight of the forwards. A lot of workhorses in this Trinity pack. They're going hard at it. Coming hard at the Wigan pack, which of course is nowhere near full strength. And the forwards making a break, turn it inside. Wigan backpedaling in a lot of trouble. Ball's been intercepted by Wigan. Up to Goodway. Goodway trying to crash through, but Graham's in front of him. Edwards on to Wayne. Wayne running strongly. Been fairly quiet this afternoon, not seen a lot of him. Gill doing the run around. Gill in the middle of the field, trying to straighten up and go down the middle. Still going. Gill going for the line, looking for support. Takes it into the 25, wanting to play it quickly. Edwards gets it out. Wigan driving for the line. A long pass, which Preston can't take, and knocks on. Little steadiness needed in the Wigan attack. Throwing wild passes out at the last minute. Trinity to feed. 12 yards out from their own line. Bell coming over. Puts it in. The referee wants it in again. A lot of heaving and thrutching and manoeuvring going on in those front rows. Heads shooting up and down. Front rows fighting for position as Bell feeds. Bell has it. All he can do is fall on it. Gregory takes him. Wigan will now try to hold them down there. Acting half back court. Quick play. And again the forwards come to Wigan waiting for them, not meeting them, allowing the Wakefield pack to make a lot of ground as they come one forward at a time. And there's the acting half-back dancing his way. Referee says 5 tackles have gone. Flung back for the kick to Ella. Ella belts it into the Wigan 25 and it bounces very awkwardly. Knocked in play by Hampson. Did well to keep that. On to Preston. Preston going back on the outside. He wants to keep away from the touchline. And that kicks gain Wakefield a lot of ground. Hampson wanting to get a quick play, but having a job getting up. And that goes on his fingertips. We're going to having to go back into the middle. Kiss holding it, turning it back into the middle. And now Wigan forwards playing it down the centre of the field. Goes to Gregory. He has Edwards with him. A long pass out. Bell turns it inside. Wakefield well up into the attack. Put Wigan down in the 5th tackle. Lydon's gone over for the kick. Not Lydon who gets it. Lobbed up in the air. Referee says he's offside. He said he's been touched in the air. Wigan got away with it. Bell turning and twisting, knocking players over. There's a lot of brute force being shown at the moment. And there's trouble going on. Well, Wigan had possession. And it's Graham being called out as well. And it's a penalty against Wigan. Infringing when they had the ball. Trinity 21, Wigan 16. And this is a terribly tense struggle as Ella bangs it into the touch on the Wigan 25. Head down and in. Conway, the scrum half, coming up to acting half back, goes around the narrow side of the field. Like a tank battle out there as they go taking each other on. Ruttin Strags going in and Malinder's upended. Referee standing right on top of the tackle. Ball's gone loose, I think. Referee giving a penalty to Wigan. An offside as the ball went loose in the tackle. And Gregory clears the line, takes it to 10 yards outside the 25. Kiss. Short onto the forwards again. Wakefield tattling manfully. Bit of lying on in the tattle as Lucas goes charging forward. Wigan standing still as they move the ball across. Wigan have dropped it and Ella has it. Referee says it's a knock on. Burns dropped the ball in the middle of the field. Snapped up by Allen, the referee's given the knock on. Coming out to Wigan, onto Edwards. Edwards sees a gap, going through it, and he's followed and put down. Lydon from behind to play the ball, inside onto Byrne. Byrne trying to crash his way through. Kiss to Gregory. Gregory onto Lucas. Lucas turns it back inside to Gregory. Gregory dancing his way through, makes a break. Going down the wing, gets it out. And the cover defence goes across and snuffs it out on the 25 line. But Wigan now in a good attacking position as they dummy from behind to play the ball. And Gregory's caught in possession. Referee says 5 tackles have gone. Comes out to Edwards. Edwards lifts a high one. It's an awkward one. Hampson's up there, lets the ball go. And it's Wakefield who have it. Wakefield back on their own line. Coming away well. Ten yards out. Once again the forwards come in. Wigan meet them. Forcing the way up, almost up to the 25. Long pass is stretching the Wigan defence, and there's a gap here as Lydon covers across. But he manages to cover it up. Referee says that's the 5th tackle as Mason goes down. The ball's flung back. Left-footed. And he hit the touchline, so it's ball back. On the 6th tackle, you could see the chalk coming up. Touchline is considered in touch. Kiss. On to Gildart. Gildart can't get anywhere. Kiss to Edwards. Edwards to Gregory. Gregory holding it. Gives a short pass and Wigan going for the line. Cover goes across and takes them well, but Wigan are combining a little bit better at the moment. As Gregory to Edwards. Edwards holding it. A short pass. Forwards trying to bullock the way through. Edwards acting half-back. One feels to be better off in the line as he changes direction. Wigan trying to foot a long lob pass, goes straight into touch. Wigan still 5 points behind with about 16 or 17 minutes to go. So it's still anybody's game. Wakefield feed. Gets from to Gregory onto Edwards. Edwards out to Bell. Bell holding it. Trying to go through. Lydon was awfully close to him. He was tattled off the ball. Back to Gill. Gill doing the run around. Running crossfield. Can't straighten up. Still on his feet. But no ground gained. Just moved across the 25 line. Hampson making a run from behind to play the ball. Kiss is up. Kiss going on his own. And he makes a gap. Turning and twisting. Oh, he couldn't get rid of it. Edwards holding it. Gregory a long pass, trying to stretch the defence. Bringing Preston inside. Preston going for the line. Going to beat him on the outside. And he's in at the corner. Preston's in at the corner. Finished very well. 1 point in it. Trinity 21, Wigan 20.
And the Wigan try scorer, number 5.
From the result in play the ball, Preston finished very well. Lydon from right off the touchline, hoists it high and wide. 1 point in it then. Anybody's game at the moment now. Wigan have showed tremendous power coming back in this second half. They have 10 minutes to snatch this game out of the fire. And the cheers go up all round the ground. These 26 Trojans, they've fought so hard, all of them this afternoon, being urged on in these last 10 minutes. Short one. Sits up nicely for Wigan. Their own 25. Wakefield up quickly, going in hard into the tattle. Kiss coming over to get them moving. Gregory onto Betts. Onto Lucas. Lucas trying to force his way through, and he's well tattled. Kiss to Gregory. Gregory to Edwards. Edwards dummying. Turns it back inside. Wigan still trying to come down the middle. Fighting the way forward. Kiss. Long one to Gregory. Gregory trying to come back down the middle. And he swung round and buried. Good way from behind to play the ball to Lydon. Lydon kicks deep. Full-back having to chase it towards the touchline, and it's gone into touch. Tremendous kick by Lydon. Pushes Wakefield back into their own 25. Now can they hang on for this last 10 minutes? Been under a lot of pressure in this half. Bell to feed. Puts it in. Wigan won it against the head if they can heal it. Gregory goes into the pack for it, and he has it. Tattled as he gets it out. Burn out to Edwards. Edwards to Hampson. Hampson holding it. Dummying. Trying to go through. He's well tattled. And he drops the ball as he goes down. Wasted possession by Wigan, having won one against the head. They don't get a single tackle out of it. Holdsworth right on top of it. Bell to feed. Puts it in. And he picked it up at the side of the scrum. Referee wanting another scrum. And go the heads again. Ball's into the pack. Going round the narrow side. Bell proving a handful as Lydon hangs on to him. Lydon in again. Byrne who was doing the tattling then, and Byrne's tattled again. That's 3 tattles in succession from Byrne. Conway waiting behind to play the ball. Wakefield sticking to the guns. The ball's flung back to Ella. Puts in a deep kick. Straight down Hampson's throat. Hampson running it out. Gets out of one tattle. Running crossfield. Trying to come down the middle. Eventually forced down. Wanting a quick play that's hanging on to him. Wigan now coming through from acting half-back as Goodway goes tearing down the field. Takes it into the Wakefield half. Edwards waiting first pass. But Bell has a run from acting half-back. Gains a lot of ground, almost up to the 25. Wigan moving it inside. Lob pass comes on to Edwards. Edwards changing direction inside. He's going to go through on his own. His feet are taken from under him. Kiss lobs it onto Gregory. Gregory going back to where the play the ball was. Running out to that danger wing, bringing Bell inside. Bell having to dummy. And Wigan finding it hard to crack this defence. And that's 5 tattles gone. Comes to Edwards. Edwards kicks. He hoists a high one. He's followed it. It's an awkward ball. And it's taken cleanly. Taken cleanly under pressure. But back again into the 25. About 7 minutes of this game left. 1 point in it. 21-20. Lydon into the tattling. Wakefield keeping it tight and safe. I don't think Wakefield have any intention at all of giving this ball air. Lydon's tattling a bit weak as Mason eventually goes down. Played back to Sheldon. Sheldon doing the run around. Sheldon nearly through. Put down in the 5th tattle. Conway flings it back to Ella. Ella harassed. Managed to get his kick into Preston. Takes it cleanly. Preston coming in field. He's bounced down. Comes inside to Goodway. Goodway trying to come down the middle. Dean Bell from behind to play the ball. Nearly through, he's looking for support. Trying to get rid of the ball. Takes it up to the halfway line. The crowd loved that one. Kiss out to, onto Lydon. Lydon, a high pass. A ball's been thrown away and been thrown to Wakefield. Looseness again at the final moment. Bit of desperation creeping into the play now. On the halfway line. Wakefield forwards, stuffing it up the jumpers. Now the stretch in Wigan. Lydon comes into the middle. Takes Kelly out of the game. Graham hands it on. Little overhead kick. Lydon takes it. Coming inside. Sheldon is there to put him down. Long pass to Gill. Gill trying to go down the middle. His legs are taken from under him. Gildart waiting behind to play the ball. Gildart to Gregory. Gregory moving it across field. Wayne turning it back inside onto Edwards. Wigan going round in ever decreasing circles. To Gregory. Gregory holding it. And he's bounced down by Malinder. Everybody wanting to go acting half-back for Wigan at the moment. As it comes to Lydon. And Lydon kicks. And it's straight into touch. It'll be a scrum down. About 5 minutes to go.
Man of the match for Wakefield Trinity, number 4, Andy May.
Bell to feed when the front row sort themselves out. Coming out to Wigan. On to Edwards. He do well to take that as it rolled along the ground. Gill to Byrne. Byrne moving it across. On to Goodway. Goodway trying to break through. Wakefield defending stoutly. As Bell tries to crash his way down the middle. Going to need something spectacular now for them to pull this out of the fire. Wayne going down the middle. Crashes over the halfway line. Wakefield lining up very close as Gregory has it. He's forced back inside. Little overhead kick. Referee says play on, no obstruction. Kelly comes tearing through. Mason is Wigan offside. And the game slipping away from Wigan. Frustration in the ranks. Mason calling up Ella. Ella playing happily for time. Puts a good kick into touch inside the Wigan 25. But they haven't been there for a long time and they hang on now in these dying minutes as it goes on to rain. Conway waiting behind the play of the ball. On to Malinder. Malinder goes charging for the line. Hooker Conway to Bell. Bell trying to battle his way over. And he's held just a yard short. Scrum half Conway waiting behind the play of the ball. On to Graham. Graham's made a gap a mile wide. And Trinity are in. And that's the nail in the coffin. Worked again by Graham and the Wigan defence. Cracked again. Out on this right wing. Referee stops the clock. Trinity 25, Wigan 20. as if they were dead, and they rose again, but have been struggling all the time. Never really managed to get on top. Certainly been second best in the forwards. Ella short of the near post. And with about 2 minutes of normal time to go, I think. Numerically it's possible, but I don't fancy Wigan's chances as Joe Lydon comes up. Lydon takes a short one, and it's fly kicked back into the Wigan half. Preston beats one. Can he do another length of the field one? This time they're not getting through. And Trinity were in quickly. They nearly left a gap through moving up so fast. Wigan wanting to get on with it. That's a lob pass on to Edwards. Edwards dummying, turning it back inside. Wigan playing slack football. Bell has to go back for it. Bell gets his pass in onto Hampson. Hampson coming down the middle, coming strongly up to the halfway line. Still struggling. Wigan giving it all that they've got. Referee trying to keep Wakefield back at the moment. They're so eager to come into Wigan line out. Edwards holding it. Wigan coming back inside, going for the line. Surging the way forward. Gill's gone right over to the other side of the field. So Wigan now have no left wingman. As Goodway goes powering his way forward. 5 tackles gone, says the referee. So Wigan come up to the 25 to Gregory. Gregory hoists a high one. It's an awkward ball. They're all underneath it. The ball's still loose. And Wigan have it. What's the referee going to give? He's going to give a roll over, play the ball. 6 tackle. I would imagine this is going to be sewn up tight. Stuffed up the jumper. Yard or 2 forward. Acting half-back, keeping it tight, coming away well. Good clearing run. Ball's gone loose. Referee's going to give the scrum down. The Wigan to put in. Hooter should be going any second. Don't know how long there's been for stoppages, but this is must certainly be Wigan's last gasp. In go the heads. Ball's out to Gregory quickly. Out to Edwards. Edwards to Bell. Bell changing direction. On to Edwards. Edwards trying to go down the round bees like bees round the honey pot. Lydon from behind to play the ball to Gregory. Gregory taking it across field. Wigan attacking hard, going for the line. And the snuffed out 10 yards short. But still hot on the attack. Out to Gregory. Gregory going on his own. Turning back inside. And Wigan not gaining ground. Wigan moving it across onto Edwards. Edwards holding it. His kick has been charged down and there's trouble here. And Wakefield hang on to it. They're quite happy to have it. There goes the hooter. A great victory for Wakefield. Sad defeat for Wigan. We won fields. Wigan were their own worst enemies. But Wakefield must be highly delighted. Warrington scalped last week. Wigan this week. Wigan troop off. A beaten team. Beaten by Trinity by 25 points to 20. And a highly delighted crowd of Wakefield supporters surge onto the field. And the Cherry and White Army, heads down, droopy, go off the field. Wigan, second best today, second best particularly in the forwards, beaten by 25 points to 20. This is your commentator, John McDermott, hoping you've enjoyed this video coming to you from the Wigan Rugby League Club.